Welcome to Business Chats with Debbie, where we talk big stories for small businesses. I'm your host, Debbie Warburton, and my guest today is Justice Souza from WPA Healthcare. Hello, my lovely. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Debbie. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm not too bad. So we're going to talk about your WPA, which we've got. I go for my business. I've got for all my employees, and I can say it's been an absolute lifeline. And so important with the way the NHS is at the moment, because they're just in crisis. They're just, do you know what I mean? I was waiting for an appointment with a consultant, and the letter I got back was, sorry, we've got no vacancies. You'll just have to wait until we've got one and we'll be in touch. And I was like, really? And I phoned up WPA and they got me in within a week. So, yeah, absolute. I can't fault it. It's been an absolute godsend. So how busy are you?
Gosh, very busy. And I think you saying, the crisis in the NHS, it is very real. The conversations that I'm having with people at the moment really are on the lines of, I can't afford to be ill because I don't want to wait for treatment. And that kind of sort of sits against the rise of the cost of living. Yeah. But we need to be healthy in order to be able to work.
Especially if you run your own business, you just you can't afford it. You don't get sick pay.
No.
You don't get holiday pay.
No.
So anytime you take away from your business, it's money.
Yeah, absolutely. So the conversations I'm having with people are along those lines. You know, I'm running my own business. I have a family. I can't afford to be ill, and this is just that reassurance that that we can help, and you can get yourself seen within days and treated. And back to health quickly.
And if you do have to, unfortunately, have a stay in hospital, and my husband was in hospital in July, and you get a payout.
Yeah, you do.
So,
yes.
Do you know what I mean? He's being paid for being in hospital.
Yeah, which again for self-employed is brilliant because, if you're in hospital, there might be a chance that you're not earning an income. Yeah. So therefore, to be able to have that buffer to coming into your bank account every day while you're in hospital is just an added bonus.
Yeah. So no, we have used it. We didn't use it last. Do you know what I mean? I've got it for all my staff. I think it's a great benefit for my staff to have. I know a couple of them use them for the glasses and the dental. They've had a few bits and pieces for dental, but for me, the big bonus was the fact that yes, he was in hospital for a week. Do you know what I mean? And it's just paid out now, and it was a big relief, really. Do you know what I mean? That we got this money coming in while he was in. I didn't even realise it. I just thought, oh, he's in hospital. Let me just quickly check whether or not there is anything that they do pay out. And also, do you know what I mean? You've got if you can't get hold of your doctor, which is an absolute nightmare at the moment, trying to get a doctor's appointment, you can just ring up and you can speak to a doctor basically straight away, or they'll ring you back. And then you've got the mental health counsellors as well. Which obviously I can just see mental health being it's an issue now, but it's just going to get even worse. You can't get an NHS counsellor for love nor money at the moment, or you're waiting months and months and months.
Exactly, and especially with mental health, that's really not a good.
And you can ring up and you can speak to a counsellor. They'll get a counsellor to ring you back normally within 24 hours, which for some people is a lifeline. So, I can't sing your praises high enough, WPA. It was the best thing I ever did, I think, was speaking and getting that in for the staff.
I think also you've got the full private healthcare, the PMI, but you've also got, just to mention, your cash plan. And so the cash plan really comes into its own on your routine treatment that we have every year. We have to go and see a dentist. We have to have our eyes tested, and then we just give you that cash back to help towards the routine appointments that we have throughout the year. So it's we're coming in from all angles.
Yeah, because I've just had my glasses done, so I'll just claim for my glasses. So I'm like, oh, that saves a bit of money. And it's more important in today, do you know what I mean? Like trying to get a dentist appointment's like a nightmare. But if anything goes wrong with your teeth, it's like, can be really, really, do you know what I mean? Especially outside of the NHS, but even inside the NHS, it's quite expensive if something goes wrong. Just having that little buffer where you think, oh my God, I haven't got £200 this month to pay for my teeth. Well, you know what I mean? If you get on the right plan with you, it's paid for.
Yeah. So with the money that you get from the cash plan, you can sometimes claim more back from the cash plan than you're actually paying in for the whole premium itself.
Yeah.
Because every policyholder gets £200 towards your teeth and £200 towards your eyes, and a health screen, a well woman and a well man screen, which I think is really important. We service our cars, we service our boilers,
but we don't service ourselves.
We don't.
We don't look after you. And it's time, as I was talking to Joe in an earlier podcast about, was the fact you don't get time. Do you know what I mean? Until it breaks down, you think, oh, and then you've got to refix it. You don't actually take the step back and think, well, actually, I should be looking after myself all the way through. Not when I just break down or I feel a bit today. You should be looking after yourself all the way through.
Yeah, you should. And the thing is, we tend to go to a GP when we're not feeling well. Well, if you have a health screen, that can sometimes just flag up something that might not come into fruition until later on when we're not feeling well. Yeah. And then we go and see our GP, and then all of a sudden, we get a referral, etc.
And you're off work.
Yeah, and you're off work. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what have you got any offers on at the moment with WPA? I know we're through the network and this Warren gives you a nudge. You haven't mentioned this, you haven't mentioned that. So I'm mentioning now. Have you got any offers on or?
Yeah, I'm so thankful for Warren and Brock. So we currently have a partner goes for free.
Yeah.
For the first 12 months on our individual policies.
Yeah.
And that's great for people that want to just want to see what WPA can do for them and their families. Yeah. So the partner goes on full cover. Yeah. But obviously they're not paying the premium for the first 12 months. Yeah. So that's running through to the beginning of November.
Right.
So looking to talk to people who might be interested in having a look, just see if we can help them.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure because, do you know what I mean, WPA has been brilliant for me and my family, and I know my staff love the fact that they've got that there if it's needed, especially, do you know what I mean, they've all got family, they can't, they get sick pay with me, but do you know what I mean, if something did drastically happen, they've got that little buffer there that they haven't got to worry about. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me, Debbie.
Yeah,
it's been great.
So if you're looking at, do you know what I mean, the NHS is in a right mess at the moment. If you want to, and it's not that expensive, so if you want to look at the alternative of having private healthcare, then Joss is the lady to speak to. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on my next podcast. Bye, guys.